We talked about this yesterday. Areas of fog out there this morning. It's patchy but dense. So you look at places like Aurora, Joliet, Morris, Kankakee, and especially the southern sections of the area, and you've got a visibility down to only a quarter of a mile. So heads up if you're headed out, especially, again, basically along and south of Interstate 88. You've got some of it north of there. Bartlett, your visibility is about 5 miles. As you head further north, along and north of 90, it's almost clear. Valparaiso certainly seeing the worst of it. Your visibility down to only a few hundred feet. We'll likely see fog linger for another 4 or 5 hours. 9 a.m. before that starts to dissipate. We'll get some sun up and we'll start to move our temperatures away from that dew point. It's 61 degrees at O'Hare and the lakefront and 62 at Midway. You've got temps anywhere from 51 to 62, and we'll make it to the 70s, well into the 70s. We'll get into your full forecast here in a few minutes. Brett, back to you. Once every commercial break.
Right.
All right, good morning. We have a dense fog advisory in place until 9 o'clock in the morning. You've got visibilities down to a quarter mile and even only a few hundred feet there in parts of northwest Indiana. You've got a quarter mile now for Valparaiso, Kankakee, Joliet, Morris, and Aurora. 3/4 of a mile near Peru. Patchy fog even in places like DeKalb, Bartlett, and at O'Hare. Further north you get, the clearer it gets this morning. We do, again, have that until 9 o'clock in the morning. At that point, we start to warm things up a little bit, and we'll start to see that fog make its way out. 61 degrees at O'Hare and the lakefront. 62 at Midway. Most of us are in the 50s. You're holding on to low 60s from Waukegan and to Rensselaer. Otherwise, 56 now in Valparaiso and Bartlett, 51 in Aurora, 58 in Morris and McHenry. Again, low 60s in Chicago. Nice and calm. I feel like we haven't had this in a while. Yesterday, calm winds. Today, even overnight tonight, we'll look at these winds settle again around 5 miles per hour. The not so good news about calm winds overnight when you have fog is it lets fog linger. You kind of want a stronger wind to pull air in from aloft, and it kind of mixes things up. So this actually is allowing our fog to continue through your late morning. Lakefront readings will be cooler today. You're hovering 70 degrees at the lakefront inland. Upper 70s expected. A few spots will hit the 80-degree mark. So very nice warm day here today, above normal for a little change of pace here. Mostly clear this morning outside of the fog, of course. And once we get that fog to lift, we'll get into a mostly sunny sky today. And again, looks mainly dry still. I'm still keeping that very isolated shower off that lake breeze possible. And I'll show you it on a forecast model. Most of you will be dry all day. 79 with the lakefront reading around 70. East winds 5 to 10. Again, calm overnight, mostly clear at 56 degrees. And then 80s here this weekend, low 70s by the lakefront both days. That's forecast. Back to you, me. And then I'll decide if I want to jump in based on the response.
Exactly.
All right. We have a dense fog advisory in place for everybody outside of central and northern Cook County, Lake and McHenry County. Everybody else under this until 9 o'clock in the morning. It's foggy. You've got visibilities down to about a quarter of a mile in quite a few spots. Bartlett, Aurora, Morris, Kankakee, Lansing, and Valparaiso. Joliet now just a few hundred feet in terms of your visibility. As you get toward the airports, 4 miles for your visibility at Midway and 7 at O'Hare. So it gets a little bit better basically the further north you are, and if you're north of 90, it's almost clear. You've got very, very patchy fog up there. Temperature-wise, you're anywhere from 51 to 62. It's warmest in Chicago, Midway 62, O'Hare and the lakefront 61. Also sitting at 61 in Waukegan and Rensselaer. It's 56 in Valparaiso, 51 in Aurora, 57 in Peru, and 56 in DeKalb. Calm wind this morning, picks up only to about 10 miles per hour, hovers back to 5 overnight tonight. You've got a few clouds lingering with some of this fog. Once we lift it, again, late morning, 9 a.m., we'll get into a mostly sunny sky today. I still look at that lake breeze that kicks in out of the northeast here this afternoon. One, it obviously keeps you cooler at the lakefront, so expect a high near 70 there. It may also induce 1 or 2 showers, so great majority of you dry all day. I just wouldn't rule out 1 or 2 to pop up. You can see it tries to trigger one there far south this evening. But outside of that, we're dry here, and same story tomorrow and into your Sunday. We work in some scattered storms Monday afternoon, and then Tuesday we'll keep an eye on some strong storms still very far away, more so looking at Midwest strong storms, and we'll see if those bullseye us or not. 79 today, near 70 at the